Hey YouTube, this is K9 and I have a deck here that I wanted to show you all. It's a Genex Formula Monarch deck and I'm probably going to be getting rid of it soon, so I just wanted to show you all right now while I have it. So here's the deck. You have 3 Swap Frog, really good card. Obviously you can even bounce your Monarchs with it, and for the Swap Frogs of course you have the 2 Treeborn Frogs. This is what makes this deck good, well, I guess. And then for the Genex engine you have 2 Undines and 2 Genex controllers. The Undines search out the controllers and add them to your hand, and you send 1 water monster to your graveyard to activate that effect. So you can send a Treeborn or a Fishborg, and the controller is a tuner, so it's pretty dang good. And so I have 2 Fishborgs, just because I run 3 Swap and 2 Undine, so I have 2 Fishborg. And I have 3 Faders. Fader is so good. Always run 3 in this type of build. I never draw into it, so my luck with draws kind of sucks, but whatever. And then for the Monarch lineup I have 3 Caius, best Monarch, 3 Mobius, or 3 Ryza, sorry about that. Could be the best Monarch. In certain circumstances it is, because it sends your opponent into a loop with their drawing, so it's pretty nice. I have 1 Mobius, pop 2 spells and traps. Everyone's running traps in back row now, so Jinzo shuts decks down. Seriously, like any deck that has back row, that has like a lot of back row, it shuts them down. Oh my gosh, Jinzo is so awesome. Dark Dust. I'm kind of thinking about taking this out for another Mobius, but I'm not sure yet. It's still really good because, like, if your opponent like swarms you and you got nothing, and then you get Dark Dust out, then just destroy all their field. Gores is so easy to get out in this deck because you never have really any back row. So like once your opponent attacks you directly when you have nothing, you just drop Gores and then they crap their pants. And I have 2 Malicious, and this is basically for synchroing Locomotion with Genex controller. This is the easiest way to synchro Locomotion, and Locomotion is the tits. Now for the spell lineup I have 2 MSTs. Pop, especially when people side against you and they decide to side Massacre Restricts and blah 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 blah, Defisher, gay stuff like that. Anyways, you got 2 Soul Exchange. If you don't have like a Treeborn in your graveyard, then this comes in handy a lot, because you just, like, you can take their monster and then you can summon like Caius or something and remove another thing. So it's pretty good. You have 2 Econs. This is so good with Treeborn. You just, in the standby phase, you can special summon Treeborn, and then you take their monster with this, and then you get Treeborn back because it's still in the standby phase, and then you contribute their monster or synchro with it or whatever. Oh, it's so good. And you can even use it face down if they decide to go on your opponent's turn. If they are going to go off for a big play, you can just activate this and like pitch your monster. If it's like a Treeborn or a Fishborg that's set, you just ditch it and then you get their best monster before they can rape you. I have 2 Pot of Avarice. You gotta run Avarice now in this format. It's basically like a Pot of Greed. You just, especially when you get all your formulas in the grave and then you get Pot of Avarice, you just return them all and then you can go off for more formula plays, and it's just awesome that way. Can be a dead draw sometimes though, if you get it in the start of the duel. 1 for 1. Just another way to get Treeborn or Fishborg out or into the grave. Foolish, just get Treeborn, Fishborg, or Malicious into the grave. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, Trunade staples. Now for the extra deck, got a pretty solid lineup here. I got 3 formulas. Basically, if you have a Fishborg and Treeborn in the grave, and you can go off for formula every single turn, you can win that duel. Formula is very good. It lets you synchro into 8 stars like no tomorrow with all your monarchs. I have one armory arm. It's alright. It's not too great. The only time I really use it is Undine and Fishborg, and I synchro them for an 18. One Cataster. Obvious. One Android. I don't run Librarian. I think Librarian is so broken. I'm completely against it. I hope they ban it. I'm not gonna run it, even if they don't ban it, because it's just so broken and it should be banned. Anyways, I have one Brionic, one Black Rose Dragon, one Stardust, one Scrap Dragon, one Dark Armed, one Colossal Fighter, one Locomotion. This card is the tits. This is a game changer. You synchro summon for this, and then you take your opponent's best monster, and then you rape them, because you have their best monster, and they have crap. Trishula. So, really good. Also with Locomotion, like, if you're playing Samurais, you summon Locomotion, and you take their Shien, and then you get to use the Shien's effect. Or you're playing Knight's Horns, you take their Judgment Dragon, and then you can use the Judgment Dragon's effect for yourself. So good. And you keep it permanently. So, Locomotion is the tits. So Trishula, yeah, already showed you that. And then Shooting Star. I never really go for Shooting Star, but it's there. And yeah, so that's the deck. So rate, comment, and subscribe to our team. And yeah, I'll probably have this deck up for sale soon. You guys can look for a video of that probably sometime in the near future. Anyways, this is K9's signing out.